Sooner Nation? My name is Terry James. Welcome to the prep week for the next week in Oklahoma men's basketball. Oklahoma will have a couple of road tests. Coming off the win against Iowa State, they will now head to Lon Kruger's former home, Kansas State in Manhattan, where he played his college ball before heading to Waco on Saturday. But on Tuesday night, they'll play the Wildcats of Kansas State. Last year, they went 24-20 and 12, and of 2013, they went 27-4 and 8. They lost by one of those buzzer beaters that everybody lives in college basketball. 63-61. They lost it in the second round of the 2013 NC2As. They lost it to LaSalle. Their head coach, Bruce Weber, is in his second year in the Little Apple. He's also been at Southern Illinois from 1998 to 2003. And later at Illinois from 2003 to 2012. Before 2000, and of course in 2012, he transferred to Kansas State. At the other schools, he has 340 wins to match a $163 losses. That's a winning percentage of 6.76. The returning scorers for the Wildcats: number 1, Shane Southwell, and number 10, Thomas Gibson. Starting with Southwell last year averaged 8.39 points per ball game last year for the Wildcats, while averaging 2.52 assists per ball game and averaging 3.82 rebounds per ball game last year for the Wildcats. As for number 42, Thomas Gibson, he averaged 7.89 points per ball game last year, while averaging assists per ball game at 0.37 and right at 5 rebounds per ball game last year for the Wildcats. The Sooners of 2012 of 2013, of course, they lost. They went 20-12, They lost in the second round to San Diego State, 70-55. Lon Kruger is their coach in his third year in Norman, with career wins at 514 and career losses at 331 to a winning percentage of 0.608. And he has also been the head coach at Texas Pan American. He was there from 83 to 86. Went home to Kansas State from 86 to 90. University of Florida from 90 to 96. Illinois from 96 to 2000. He then left for the NBA for a couple of stints. For 2000 and 2003, he was with the Atlanta Hawks. And for 1 year, 03 to 04, he was with the New York Knicks. Before coming back to college from 04 to 2010, where he was the head coach at UNLV, and then is presently the head coach at Oklahoma from 2011 to present. Lon Kruger and the Sooners have plenty of returning scorers like Buddy Hield, who last year averaged 7.82 points per ball game last year, 1.85 assists per ball game, and 4.19 rebounds per ball game last year for the Sooners. On the other side of Buddy Money will be Cameron Clark, double C. The Clark averaged 6.47 points per ball game last year, 0.45 assists per ball game, and 3.19 rebounds per ball game last year for the Sooners. But he did it off the bench. As for the next game on target, next Saturday, Oklahoma and Baylor. The men of Baylor of 2012-2013 went 23-14. They won the postseason NIT championship, 75-54 over Iowa. Scott Drew is in his 10th year with Baylor. He has a winning percentage of 200 wins to 149 losses. That's a winning percentage of .573. And in 2002 to 2003, he was the head coach at Valparaiso. And from 2003 to present, he's the head coach at Baylor. Scott Drew and company have a couple of returning scorers for the Bears. Number 34, Corey Jefferson is the leading returning scorer, along with number 21, Isaiah Austin. First of all, Corey Jefferson, number 34, he averages 13.30 points per ball game, 0.30 assists per ball game, and 7.97 assist rebounds per ball game last year for the pesky Bears. While Isaiah Austin, number 21, he averaged 13.03 points per ball game, 1.11 assists per ball game, and 8.34 rebounds per ball game last year for the Baylor Bears. As for Oklahoma, they of 2012-2013, they went 20-12. They lost in the second round of the NCAA's 70-55 to San Diego State. The Sooners are led by head coach Lon Kruger in his third year with the program. He has also been at Texas Pan American from 83 to 86, Kansas State from 86 to 90, Florida from 90 to 96, and Illinois from 96 to 2000. After that, he left for the NBA, where from 2000 to 2003, he was with the Atlanta Hawks. And from 2003 to 2004, that 1 year, he's with the New York Knicks. Came back to college from 04 to 2010, where he was at UNLV. And then now, 2010 to present, he's at Oklahoma. Lon Kruger has 514 career wins under his belt and 331 losses under his belt, with a winning percentage of 0.608. The returning leading scorers for the team of Oklahoma, Buddy Hield and Cameron Clark. Number 10, Buddy Hield averages 7.82 points per ball game last year for the Sooners, while averaging 1.85 assists per ball game and 4.19 rebounds per ball game last year for the Sooners. While Cameron Clark, he averaged 6.47 points per ball game last year, 0.45 assists per ball game, and 3.19 rebounds per ball game last year for the Sooners. But Cam did it off the bench. So that was a preview of our 2 road games this weekend. Our roadies begin at Kansas State, and they continue at Baylor. You can follow me on Facebook. Just look up Harry James Taylor. I'm sure you'll find me. Or you can find me on Twitter, at SoonerFanOK. Until next time, Sooner Nation, peace out, much love, and as always, Boomer Sooner, everyone. Take care.